Welcome to this Yin Yoga for sleep. This is my absolute favorite way to practice Yin Yoga. I make so many of these classes like this for our members. We talk about this all the time about how this is the secret sauce for sleep. For this class, you're going to need a blanket, a bolster, and a wall. So let's start with legs up the wall. And just an extra thanks to all our members who support us by keeping a roof over our head and food on our table. We really appreciate you. You can also help us by subscribing, liking this video, and leaving your comments below. Let's start with legs up the wall. You're going to be here for 5 minutes. So give yourself a chance to settle in. Find a position that's comfortable for you. If this bothers your back, you can always bend your knees or do legs up the couch or legs up a chair. Find your breath, not to fix it or change it in any way, but just to let your exhalation be nice and long and to release tension into the ground. So sleep is a process of letting go. It's a process of surrendering. This echoes our Yin Yoga practice in and of itself, our approach to softening, becoming still, allowing time and gravity to do all the work. Just like in Yin Yoga, when we enter into a more passive state, sleep is a process of allowing ourselves to drift into a receptive and passive state rather than our daytime waking hours where we're doing, accomplishing, moving, making things happen. Okay, so take a breath. You're going to cross your left ankle over the top of your right thigh and then slowly bend your right knee until you feel sensation in the outside of your left leg and into your left glute. You're going to be here for 5 minutes. You could also do pigeon pose for this one instead of this keyhole stretch. So it's totally up to you. Pigeon pose on the left side or keyhole stretch on the left side. Taking a moment to find that appropriate edge that you can stay with for 5 minutes. And then softening into the pose. The way I often do that is just to check in with all my joints. So your ankle joints, your knee joint, you need to soften. Your hips, your shoulders, your jaw, space between your teeth. Soften your forehead, let your eyes rest back. Make sure your breathing is soft. And then welcome in that stillness once you've softened, so that we stay for a while and allow the pose to move into the deeper connective tissues, into the meridians. And also the way that I like to do my yin yoga for sleep now is to move my energy away from my head, from my mind, which likes to be busy, down into my lower body so that it really grounds me. And I find this really helps me to fall asleep easily and stay asleep and sleep deeply through the night. Honoring the night and darkness are essential for sleep. Darkness is naturally yin in its quality, representing quietude and rest, which sets the stage for deep, undisturbed sleep. So as we enter into dusk time, we can dim the lights, light our beeswax candles, and prepare our bodies to enter into darkness. And this just signals to our bodies that it's time to transition to sleep, to prepare our bodies for creating melatonin for sleep. So it's a very important transitional period before sleep. Okay, so take a breath here. And then you're going to release this pose whether you're in keyhole or pigeon. If you're in pigeon, you can come and lie on your back. If you're in keyhole against the wall, bring your legs to back up the wall and we'll feel the rebound here. If you're in pigeon, you'll lie on the back and feel your rebound on your back. And just feel that flow of chi in your lower body. Feel how the energy is moving more down into your lower body, which is great. We want to move that energy away from our head in our thinking minds down into our lower body, ground us. And then we're going to do this pose on the other side. So either pigeon with your right leg forward or keyhole, right leg, right ankle over left thigh, bending your left knee until you feel sensation in the outside of your right thigh into your right glutes. And you're going to be here for 5 minutes. We're going to just really soften into this pose again. And as I said before, I really like to check into my joints. So particularly that right knee joint, making sure there's no pain there. If there is, I'm going to back off a bit. But also my other joints. Are my shoulders relaxed and dropping into the ground? Is my breathing softened? Is there space between my teeth so my jaw is relaxed? Is my forehead relaxed? Just checking in with all the joints in the body and see if I can soften. And once I've kind of done that body scan through my joints and softened, then I can become still, invite in that stillness. And that's the magic of yin, so that the posture can move deeper into the connective tissues and the joints, the meridians of the body. So nighttime is also a time when we soften our mental activity. Our yin yoga practices are a time when we focus on gentleness and ease. And this really helps to quiet our minds, making it receptive to the subconscious mind's gentle rhythms. And it prepares us for sleeping and dreaming. Okay, take a breath. And you're going to release this side from your body. Feeling the flow of chi through your right side. Okay, and then for the next one, we're going to set up our mat horizontally away from the wall. We're going to do frog pose. You're going to need your blanket and your mat. Okay, we're going to do frog pose to get to the insides of your legs. So you could do, if you're like, wow, Melissa, that's a very intense choice. It is. You could do butterfly instead, and you could also do wide knee child's pose. Okay, you don't have to do this. I agree, it's a bold choice. So you're going to choose which one you want to do. You're going to be here for 3 minutes if you choose frog pose. You're going to have your legs at a 90-degree angles, flex your feet, so toes pointing up towards you, and lean back. So sleep is a sacred experience, and we can approach it with reverence. This aligns with Yin Yoga's depth and mystery, allowing sleep to be a profoundly nourishing process. So keep leaning back in this pose, pressing into your elbows, and breathing into your inner thighs and groin. So you're halfway. Keep breathing. We've got 40 seconds left here. Okay, so you're going to slowly come out. And you're going to rest on your back to feel that rebound. Okay, we're going to continue with those 3-minute holds right now while we move into banana asana. So you're going to take your feet over to the left side of your mat and then side bend over to the right side of your mat. I like to keep this banana asana for me more in my torso and in my lower spine, but you can add the upper spine too. I find it's kind of a lot on my shoulders. You can also add the bolster or a blanket overhead to take it out of your shoulders more. So remember, this pose is, Yin Yoga is about making it work in your own body. So use props so that it works for you, and adjust the position so that it works for you. So you can have your arms long like this, or you can have them bent. And as I said, you can use the bolster overhead, or you can use your blanket overhead. So soften. Soften into your shoulders, ankles, hip, jaw, forehead. It's nice to breathe into your side ribs here, particularly into your right side ribs here. When we slow down and practice Yin Yoga in the evenings, we are tuning into our natural circadian rhythms and aligning with our Yin energy. This is one way we can bring reverence to the natural ebb and flow of our body's natural rhythms and support our body's natural sleep cues emerging. Okay, take a deep breath and bring yourself back into the center. Feel the flow of qi. Okay, so as I say, I've really been liking focusing on bringing banana asana more into my lower spine, like in and around where the QL is. It touches like my hips to my rib cage. So I really focus on bringing my feet over first and then my rib cage over. So I can really feel that in my lower body so that it's less so much putting so much strain on my shoulders. That's just something I've been experimenting with, and it's working well for me. So it's good to try different things in your poses and see what works for you. As I said, this is just coming from an overall intention to bring the energy in my yin yoga for sleep just down into my lower body more, where it's more grounding and less stimulating. So stillness, a core yin quality, is an incredibly important way to prepare for sleep. When we practice stillness in yin yoga, it helps to cultivate a calm, receptive state that supports a smooth transition to sleep. Okay, take a breath and come back to center. Okay, so bend your knees, roll to your side, make your way up to seated. We're going to use your blanket now for sitting on. You're going to want some height for that so that your hip bones roll over your leg bones. We're going to be doing a forward fold now. You may want your bolster too. Okay, we'll start by crossing your right leg over your left leg. Right leg crossing over your left leg for half shoelace. You're going to do a little twist here just to prepare your forward fold. And then twist to the other side. And then you're going to hinge forward over your right leg until you feel sensation along the back of the leg. It's probably not going to take much. You could use your bolster here to support your head if you want. You don't need to. If you have more forward motion than me, you could lay over your bolster. You could create some support with your arms. Lots of options here. So sleep is an incredibly restorative and healing time. This is similar to the healing power of yin, where we are open and receptive. We soften and become still. And there's so much healing that happens with time and gravity. Healing also happens with the rest as we sleep at night. So I'm really not liking this. So there's space underneath my knee here. So what I'm going to adjust this for myself because it's almost like hyperextending there. So it's like my it's too high. Yeah, much better. You'll have a long forward fold in Yin Yoga because it lands right along the bladder meridian, which really affects the nervous system positively. So just notice if you experience yourself feeling calming down over the course of this pose, feeling the soothing nature of this pose. Okay. Take a breath. And then you're going to rest back and feel the rebound. Okay, and then you're going to bend your knees, roll to your side, and we'll come back up and we'll do the pose on the other side. So this time you'll have your left leg extended and you'll bend your right leg over, and let's just prepare our bodies for the twist a little bit, for the forward fold a little bit with twisting. And then you're going to come into the forward fold. So again, you might want to use the bolster to support you so you can rest into it. You want to feel sensation along the back of your left leg in this pose. You're going to be here for 5 minutes. So sleep is not just the opposite of wakefulness, but important in and of itself. When we view sleep from a yin-centric view, we can reframe sleep as an active engagement in rest. During sleep, your body repairs, your mind processes and integrates experiences. We connect with a deeper, often spiritual layer of awareness. By yielding to sleep and embracing its yin nature, we nurture the physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of our lives that are often asleep during the waking hours of our lives. Okay, take a breath. And you can go ahead and lie down, feel that rebound. Okay, from here we're going to do a pose, and I'm going to give you a few options. We're going to do cat pulling its tail, but you could do just the twist or you could do just the quad stretch. So I'm going to build the pose and give you options along the way, and you're going to do what feels best for you and your body today. Okay, so you're going to keep your left leg long, bend your right knee, take your arms out into a soft T, press into your right foot, tuck your left hips under, and take your right knee up onto the bolster. Okay, so you can stay in this twist. And if asymmetrical twists like this bother your SI joint, then you could do a symmetrical twist. Okay, so you choose, you do you, what works best for you and your body. So you can stay here in this twist, or you can add the quad stretch with cat pulling its tail. So you can bend your left knee and hold on to your left foot. Okay. If this is like way too much happening in your body, you could choose the twist or the quad stretch. So you could just do a quad stretch with your left leg. If that was the case, I would lie on your right side and do the left quad stretch. And then when we do the other side, you could lie on your left side and do the right quad stretch. Okay, so choose. You're going to do what's going to work best for you and your body. You could even lie on your stomach and do like a left quad stretch or a right quad stretch. We're going to be in this pose for 5 minutes. Actually, really have been loving this pose because it combines the release of your spine with the twist. So it's accessing your nervous system, you're getting letting go of the spine. You're also accessing your stomach meridian with your quad stretch, which allows you to receive and integrate your day. So again, energy embodies release, surrender, and acceptance, allowing us to drift off naturally rather than striving to make sleep happen. It's a great way to let go of the action-oriented and yang qualities of our day and shift to the yin energy of night. Okay, take a breath. And release this side from your body. We're doing the left side with your quad stretch if you chose to not do the twist and focus on the quad stretch. Okay, we're going to do the other side of that cat pulling its tail or just the quad stretch. If you're doing just the quad stretch, you're doing the right side now. You could do that lying on your left side or on your stomach. So to set this pose up, your right leg is long, your left leg is bent. You tuck your right hip under. You take your left leg up onto the bolster, and you could stay here for the twist. So remember, you're always in choice. You're going to choose what's right for your body today. Every day your body's different. You may bend down and hold on to your right foot with your left hand and bring in the quad stretch. So just do what's right for you today. And we're going to be in this pose for 5 minutes. When we cultivate an atmosphere of quietude in the evening, honoring the yin energy, encourages a deep sense of calm, helping to prepare both your body and your mind for sleep. Okay, so go ahead and slowly release this pose. Whether you're in the quad stretch, the cat pulling its tail, or a twist. And just give your spine a chance to untwist first. And then you can go ahead and set yourself up for your final resting position for Shavasana. You might want to bolster underneath your knees. You might want to pull a blanket up over top of you. You may wish to have an eye pillow over your eyes. Whatever makes you the most comfy and cozy for your final resting position. In his book Hush, Rinpoche Nyman says, we don't simply fall asleep. We return to sleep, to the life-sustaining waters of the soul. We don't simply fall asleep. We return to sleep, to the life-sustaining waters of the soul. Nyman describes sleep as a return to the nurturing and restorative aspects of our nature that modern life often neglects. In yielding to sleep's yin energy, we allow ourselves to dip into this well of renewal, one that requires no striving, but simply our willingness to let go. Nyman describes sleep as an ocean, vast and deep, cradling us through the night. Here, he describes and emphasizes the gentle support that sleep offers, like an ocean holding us effortlessly, where we don't need to struggle or control our experience. It is within this yielding, this letting go, that rejuvenation happens naturally, as we're held by something much larger than ourselves. Sleep is a deeply nourishing and restorative process, inherently connected to the qualities of yin. Sleep isn't just a passive state of inactivity, but a vital process that offers profound healing and rejuvenation. It's a journey into your soul, where your body and mind undergo necessary repair and you reconnect with your innermost vulnerable self. In this yin space, healing happens naturally without conscious effort. So gradually allow your breath to deepen, start to wiggle and stretch out. Bend your knees and roll to your side and slowly make your way up to seated. You can let me know that you made it all the way to the end of this practice by putting "sleep is an ocean" in the comments. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That really helps other people just like you who are interested in yin yoga for sleep find this video. Also, you can share it with other people who have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep, because honestly, yin yoga is the secret sauce to falling asleep and staying asleep. And if you'd like more videos like this, then subscribe to the channel. But also in my membership community, I have over 900 videos in my video library. I love yin yoga. I have lots of yin yoga workshops and videos, especially for sleep. And yeah, lots of access to me as well. Lots of calendars, live classes every week, workshops once a month, tons of stuff. So definitely check that out as well. And a special thanks to our members for keeping a roof over our head and food on our table so that we can continue to show up every week and give you classes like this every week on YouTube. I'm sending much love from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as our Pacific Ocean. May you be as rooted as our old growth trees in our forests. And may you be as strong as our mountains.
Can I just say one thing? Just say 710 episodes. That's pretty amazing.
I think this is 7-Eleven,
That's
like
right.
the convenience store. And these classes do make it incredibly convenient for you to practice yoga. You know, any time of day or night, you can show up here and there's a class for whatever you need. It's not like bless the studios around the world, but if you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't fall back asleep, there's a yoga nidra, there's a yin, there's a restorative that you can put on, and it's here to support you for whatever you need, whatever you're going through. And we've been doing this for 15 years now. So
Thank you.
it's incredible to be able to support you in this way. And we appreciate your support too.